Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? Cryptix, and we have a lot to talk about, man, with Twitch and these e-girls that have been on the platform for God knows how long. I've been covering this now for about, I don't know, 18 months, ever since I started this channel, and we just have a lot to break down here. There's some highs, some lows for Twitch, and I just want to kind of sum it up in one video. So before we jump into the rest of the vid, don't forget to drop a like. I don't know, man, let's aim for 100 likes on this vid. I know at least 100 of you are going to be watching this, so every like counts, and this video will get out there. More people will see it, and then we can grow as a community. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this. So if you guys don't know, I covered the whole bathtub or like hot tub meta on Twitch about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago at this point. And some prominent streamers such as Amaranth and others were basically in hot tubs, and they were like kiddie pools essentially within their own apartment, within their house, whatever it is. And they were basically able to skim through and slide through these loopholes within the Twitch terms of service. Basically, if, you know, you're in a bikini just out and about, not in water on Twitch, it would be like some kind of ban because you are trying to show off certain body parts. However, if you're in a bathtub or pool or hot tub, you essentially don't get banned, which I don't know how that all works, but basically it was a loophole within the Twitch terms of service. Then Twitch was like, well, we can't have these premium advertisers on, you know, Amaranth's Twitch account because she's in a hot tub all the time. So what they decided to do was create their own, I guess, genre for like hot tub streams. And no one decided to continue the hot tub streams anymore because premium advertisers were not going to be within that genre. And this basically means for the streamers such as, you know, I don't even know if Alinity was doing it, but I know Amaranth was like one of the prime ones. There's also a couple of other streamers that we're going to be mentioning on this whole other portion of the story. But people like Amaranth were basically not willing to continue to stream in that genre anymore of hot tubs because it was their own genre and premium advertisers were not going to be on it. Therefore, Amaranth wouldn't make as much money if she were just in another genre such as the just chatting section. And let's keep in mind, right, like Twitch has been known for being a gaming streaming platform. That's what it was built upon. And now Twitch has like 3 different categories. One of them is the hot tub that we just covered. The other one is just chatting, which I can kind of get behind if you're like doing an intermission and you want to switch from video game to video game and you just want to chat with your audience for 30 minutes. But like there's just basically the biggest ones, the biggest streamers within the just chatting section are females just trying to flaunt certain aspects of their body, which again, very, very interesting nonetheless. And then you have this other category called ASMR, okay? These are categories that shouldn't even be on a video game streaming platform to begin with, but Twitch, you know, they want to make the biggest bang for their buck, and we will get into that in just a few moments. But there is this other category called ASMR. So what Alinity, or I don't even know if Alinity's doing it, I keep saying that because she's just another e-girl that's, you know, on this platform taking advantage of every loophole within the terms of service. But streamers like Amaranth, another streamer that we're going to be talking about by the name of IndieFox, basically these streamers decided to move from the hot tub genre because it wasn't making them enough money to the ASMR genre. Now, if you guys don't know what ASMR is, it's basically a whole category, even on YouTube, and a lot of them, like, they call it mukbang if it involves food. Basically, it's sounds within the microphone that people seem to, I don't even know the right word, they just seem to be satisfied by these, like, really close up, like, lip smacking, like, click-clacking, I don't know what to call it, like, sounds through, like, microphones. And you know, it's a little bizarre to me, but, you know, that's besides the point. ASMR is basically what that is. So, what Alinity, not Alinity, I keep saying Alinity, even though she probably has done this already, or at least attempted to do it within the hot tub meta, or something along the lines of that. We're going to be talking about 2 other Twitch streamers that were the most prominent or most popular within this new ASMR meta that only lasted about a week. and it's no surprise that it lasted a week. But the streamers are Amaranth and Indie Fox. Basically, they were in the ASMR genre, and they were doing some very, very overly sexualized things with this genre, so to speak. And a lot of them, you know, you can probably already picture it. A lot of them were skimming the Twitch terms of service. They were on that borderline of getting banned. They decided to wear, you know, sports bras, lingerie up top, and then like really tight yoga pants basically on their bottom half. And sometimes they would wear like a horse mask, sometimes they would wear like a bird mask, and they would even have no mask at times at all. And what they would do is they would be in these very sexualized positions, getting really close to the microphone. It actually just had to do with them like sucking on the microphone. And, you know, I just think, like, I just can't get like my mind wrapped around people like watching this. To me, it just seems really bizarre. But we have a word for that. It's called simps. There's a lot of simps that watch these type of streamers. And hey, you know what? The way I look at it is less competition for guys like you and me. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're a girl, you know, hey, less competition out there, because the simps, they're gonna keep on simping. But in all seriousness, I just think it's a whole weird concept that people are watching these streamers. But I want you guys to understand there's a two-pronged thing going on as to why this lasted a whole week. Reason one is that Twitch, what they're trying to do here is try to make as much money as possible without getting outraged for it, right? And that's why the hot tub meta lasted like 2 months. Like, that was a whole other thing. It lasted 2 months before they had to change their whole, I guess, just chatting and break it apart into the hot tub meta genre, and then the just chatting genre that didn't have any hot tubs in it. It basically is Twitch's business model to let these girls run wild, essentially, until it gets to a point where there is public outrage that it reaches the premium advertisers. Because if it reaches the premium advertisers, they're going to be like, what the F, Twitch? And then Twitch has to do something about it. So what Twitch does is they're not even simping at this point, even though I'm sure there's simps at, you know, the headquarters. But they're doing something else. You know what I'm saying? They are basically trying to profitize off of these females, and obviously these females like are, you know, consensualizing to it because they're the ones turning on the webcam, they're the ones doing these things, and they're making a ton of money because of donations and because of ad revenue. And I want you guys to understand, Twitch is going to let these girls do what they do, not because, you know, they're just watching the girls through the Twitch headquarters and they're just like, oh, this is cool, this is dope. No, they get a cut off of the donations being sent to Amaranth, being sent to Indie Fox. And this only lasted a week, and basically every prominent gaming Twitch streamer was like, this is outrageous, how is this even on Twitch? Twitch needs to just like give it up at this point if they're gonna let these girls do what they're doing in the ASMR genre. Again, they were basically doing sexual things with their microphones. Had nothing to do with ASMR at that point. It was quite frankly ridiculous. And Twitch finally said, okay, you know what? That's it. We're going to have to take action. And guess what they did? They decided to ban Amaranth, Indie Fox, and a couple of other Twitch streamers that were just doing this 24/7 basically in the ASMR genre, wearing very tight clothing, wearing a horse mask at times, a bird mask at times, maybe even no mask at all, and doing weird things with their microphone. And it got to this point because so many Twitch streamers decided to be outraged by this. And I would be outraged too if I was a Twitch streamer trying to get a following, you know, get as many subscribers or followers and try to actually hit the, you know, actual algorithm to blow up on Twitch. I also feel really bad for the female Twitch streamers that are trying to set a respectable example for the platform in not being overly sexualized, not trying to use their bodies for, you know, their own, I guess, profit to the extent that Amaranth and Indie Fox were doing. And maybe some of these females out there, they're playing like, you know, Apex Legends, they're playing Warzone, and hell, they'll probably destroy me and the boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of females out there that are trying to actually grind and basically grow their following in an unsexualized manner on Twitch. And I find that pretty unfortunate that they are the ultimate victims of this whole thing. It's not the, Twitch streamers that were banned. It has nothing to do with that. These girls that were banned, they deserve it. They shouldn't be doing this on Twitch to begin with. The focal point of the matter is, I hope that Twitch will let the actual female gamers that are really, either they're entertaining or they're good at the game or vice versa, whatever it is. I hope that those females end up becoming like the top Twitch streamers on the female side of things, or maybe even as a whole, right? I want them to actually be the ones to set an example for the next generation of Twitch streamers or influencers, because unfortunately Amaranth and Indie Fox, they're doing whatever they can to make as much money as possible, and it's gotten to the point that they are using their bodies for all of the wrong reasons when it comes to gaining clout. And don't get me wrong, right? Like, these females are beautiful, like all those things, like they're attractive, all that stuff, right? But they shouldn't be doing what they're doing on a video game streaming platform. They can use their bodies to go model, they can do a bunch of other things that doesn't pertain to Twitch. And they are doing exactly that on Twitch. And it's unfortunate because you can sign on to a Twitch account at 13 years old, and I get the whole 13-year-old boy thing, their hormones are running wild, like that's a whole other subject for a whole other video. But like the females out there that are going to be the next generation of influencers, I don't think it's the perfect example to set. I actually think it's the worst example to set when you have the top streamers on a genre being the ones that are, using their bodies in a very sexualized manner. Like, imagine a 14-year-old girl watching that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to set a very dangerous precedent if these streamers continue to get away with a lot of things that have nothing to do with gaming whatsoever. So, at the end of the day, I really hope that Twitch has, kind of learned a lesson from this whole thing. Unfortunately, because they get a cut of donations, I don't think they're going to change their mentality until external outrage starts to unfold on social media, and then they're forced to, actually play their hand and ban some of these streamers. For now, it seems like Amaranth is still banned. It's her 4th ban. And then the other Twitch streamer, and again, both of these are Twitch partners, so they're at the upper echelon of, the income revenue stream on Twitch, and the credentials to actually get it are pretty substantial. And then Indie Fox is also banned, and it's her 5th ban. It's going to get to a point where these females are going to have 10 bans on them, like, over their career. And it's funny because, well, it's not even funny at all, but it's, like, really unfortunate to see that there's a double standard, because some, like, male streamers and even female streamers, sometimes, they get 1 or 2 bans and that's it. Then they're perma banned and they can't stream on Twitch any longer. And the fact that Amaranth has had a 5th ban and Indie Fox is at a 4th ban on this one platform alone, over the course of this platform's been around for about 8 years now, it goes to show you that Twitch is trying to put a shield around the ones that are giving them the highest profit margin, because once again, these people that are watching these girls, specifically Amaranth and Indie Fox, are giving them tons of money, and not only giving, Amaranth and Indie Fox a ton of money, but also Twitch, because they make a cut off of it. It's getting pretty bad. I mean, I just hope that moving forward, Twitch can learn their lessons, but to be personally honest, and my own opinion is that they're going to continue to leave these streamers on the platform because they're making them the most money. So, I hope you all did enjoy this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, comment down below what you think about this whole situation, because quite frankly, it's just going to set a dangerous precedent, man. I want another wave of influencers, both guys, girls, males, females, whatever gender you are, to actually set a good standard of, entertainment and video game competitivity? I don't know, man. But you get the point. I want to be entertained when I'm watching a video game streaming platform from video games themselves. There's other websites for these top Twitch streamers to be going on. I want another amazing generation of good people to, really up the ante on platforms like Twitch and YouTube and Facebook gaming. I want to see that. And if these girls are at the top of the food chain, I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, I really hope that you guys will comment and show some of your thoughts. Let's start a conversation down below. I'm Cryptix. Definitely not going to be doing ASMR on Twitch anytime soon. And signing off.